don't mind this, and don't mind that. All I gotta do is just do it. And that is the topic of today's video. Last 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. We talked about consistency and how you have to be consistent to achieve what you want to achieve, basically. Look at that little flurry. Ooh. Anyways, consistency, you have to be consistent to make progress and achieve what you want to achieve. Today we are going to talk about just going. And you can plan as much as you want, but if you don't take action, planning means nothing. I had a bad habit where I would write everything down and plan what I was going to do. Is basically saying, like, I'm going to do this, and not do anything. So I basically talked the talk and I didn't walk the walk. And now I'm talking the talk and walking the goddamn walk. It's crazy. And I feel amazing. Like, the past 2 weeks, the past 2 days have been really productive. But the past 2 weeks just consistently doing what I was set out to do. And I can't tell you how much, of a game changer that is. And it's so simple to say that, I'm going to do this and that's it. And maybe it comes easy to you, I'm going to do this and then you do it. But when you are, down in the dumps or whatever you want to call it, me personally, I was off the rails. And it was difficult to get back on. And I didn't do the stuff I'm doing now. I went to the gym consistently, but to actually have, actually eat well all the time and reading all the time, running. I don't run all the time because my legs are shot. Picking up cycling and hopefully go for a triathlon athlete. A triathlon athlete? Is that how it is? I don't know. But you get the picture. Picking up swimming. And it's basically what my goal is to just be the best version of myself. And you have spirit, mind, and body. Those are that's a trinity for me. So, mind, mental, obviously, mental health, you always got to keep that stack. Spirit, whatever you spiritually believe in. I believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So, there's that. And then body, your body is your home. You have to take care of it. Obviously, you have the home with 4 walls around you, but it all starts with your body. And if you don't take care of your body, these 4 walls, it don't matter. So, I'm going to say 2 quotes, and it's very cheesy, very corny, but it's so true. The first one is, if you take the E out of emotion, all you got is motion. Simple enough, right? And the second one is, I think I like this. This one hits harder. If you take the E out of ego, you just go. And I have had an ego. I probably still have an ego. I can't lie. I have been humbled recently for many things. And my ego has gone down tremendously, thankfully. But it's really that ego of, you know who you are, and just not doing what you say you're going to do, but your ego is through the roof. It is detrimental to you. And that's honestly probably why it's one of the sins. There's 7 sins and one of them is ego, right? I gotta fact check these stuff beforehand. But we all know this is just top of the dome stuff, so yeah, I basically thought of doing all I did, and this is perfect because on the topic of going, obviously, after podcast and everything, doing my stuff, set up the lights, tripod, camera, computer, microphone, and just record. Did I have a game plan going into this? No. I am an overthinker, and if I overthink it too much, I'll probably talk myself out of it. So, just go. And that's honestly what I did. And then obviously you're going to see the finished product, and there you go. I just went and I got to where I wanted to go. It's very, very simple. We, like, especially now, we see the people on Instagram and TikTok, they just do whatever they want to do, and they show you, like, oh, I did this, and it's like accomplishments, and this is where I got to, look at me, blah, blah, blah. They're not necessarily, like, showboating, but it's such a quick fix that you look at it, and you don't see the progress and the struggle that it took to get there. I say struggle. I should probably say work instead of struggle. Like, you didn't see the work it took to get there. And I think that's what's missing in today's society, that we get such quick fixes. We don't actually know the work that goes into it. Like, imagine you see the person who's going on many vacations, doing whatever, living their life, and you're here working a 9 to 5, struggling to go to a baseball game. And you're just like, oh, what am I missing? There's something I'm missing. They have it so easy. But at the end of the day, if you look at yourself, you can pick and point out where you can actually build up and progress in your life. Maybe it could be the 5 hours you spend doom scrolling on social media, or it can be, smoking, or whatever the case may be. You can always switch that out. And a perfect example I'll use is that I rarely get on PlayStation anymore. I honestly get on to talk to friends, but playing a game, barely. And now I kind of changed it. I go on for an hour or so just to how many times am I gonna say just to relax the mind, take a breather, because it's also important to recover, relax. Obviously, putting too much stress is never good for anybody, but that does not mean you can go easy on yourself, right? And I suggest everyone take up running, because the mental battles you go through and the conversations you have with yourself is like no other. It's insane. Great. Now I'll run with headphones for a couple minutes, 10 minutes, and then after I'll take them off, because I'm just like, I don't want to. How many times am I going to say I don't want to listen to music. I want to be with myself. And we do need those times where we just disconnect completely. I'll be honest, I don't disconnect completely. I rarely go on my phone. I do my doom scrolling and stuff like that. I still have those bad habits. But I'm reducing that time and putting my time into progressing myself. So, if you hear thudding and craziness in the back, those are the cats. They don't like being closed out. But if they weren't closed out, lights would be down, camera would probably fall. They'll probably climb up this. So, it's a sacrifice that I had to take. But anyways, back to the main point. You really just have to go. Stop overthinking it. And you know what? If you're overthinking it, still just do it. It's so difficult to explain because this isn't something you read and you're like, okay, I understand how to do this now. Or you see someone else do it and you go, okay, I understand it now. It's like, no, you have to go through it yourself. You have to go yourself. Everyone has different paths. Everyone has different, what's the correct word I'm trying to get out of my head? Systems. Bingo. Everyone has different systems they use to complete a task or complete a goal. I'm still making sense. Yeah. And it's different for everybody. So you can't really teach it. You can't really read about it. You have to do it on your own. And Me personally, I think that this world was not meant for us to be working 9 to 5s just to survive, paying taxes, um, all the things that might piss you off. Like, why do we have to do this for a living? Why can't I just live? I don't think the world was meant to be like that. Instead, it was supposed to be all about survival, if you think about it. Like, in the beginning, there was no cars, there was no houses. They were always on go. They had to survive. There was no relaxing. Imagine we could take a nice little nap, or we could sleep in the comfort of our own beds and wake up the next morning without like fearing that a lion is gonna come and attack us in the middle of the night. That's not how it is anymore. So we have definitely reduced the survival instinct, but it doesn't matter. It's still there. It's still very much a part of us, and I have taken that survival instinct into a mental twist where my survival instinct is for my mental to be good, straight, no problemo. I'm not gonna lie to you, there are good days, there are bad days, but that's normal. But as long as I do what I'm set out to do, what I said I was gonna do, and just be consistent at going, nothing's gonna stop me. Nothing. And that goes for you too. Nothing can stop you. The only thing stopping you is you. Okay, I understand. Like, we could take it to the extreme where I'm gonna say it. I don't care. You can't use your legs. So how can you run? I saw a dude in a wheelchair at the gym still working out. What's your excuse? Because I saw that, and in my head immediately, I was like, yo, this dude is a beast. He's in a whole wheelchair, and he's still coming to the gym, still working out. Like, that is insane. There was no excuse. The dude showed up. So, honestly, there should be no excuse. There's always something you can do. Always. Unless you're in a coma. In a coma, you don't really have choices. But let's not get to that. Let's not get dark. There's no excuse. The only excuse is the ones you give yourself, and the only thing stopping you is you. It's very simple. It's all a mental thing. When I was running my 10 miles, at 7 miles, going into 8, I was like, alright, I'm almost there. It's another 5K. Say, we're good. 8 miles in, I wanted to stop. My legs were crying for help. It was pain. But I didn't stop. And then I took a video of myself. It was basically just motivational, of saying, the only thing stopping you is you. And the only thing stopping me is a bear or a crocodile or someone bumping into me and I'm on the ground. So, I'm not stopping till I hit 10 miles. And what did I do? I went 10.75 miles. I passed where I was supposed to stop because I wasn't sure if that's where I was going to stop. But my mental was so, it was on go where I'm not stopping until I get to the finish line. And I didn't know where the finish line was. That's not always a good thing. I probably could have saved my legs a little bit. But that's a great accomplishment. And I went above and beyond than I was set out to do. And it's all mental. It's all mental. Especially now in this day and age where it's all mental health, this and that. Don't get me wrong. I get it. It is a struggle. And it's honestly a struggle because of we are so comfortable. We are so comfortable. We have anything by the touch of a button. We have cars that can take us anywhere. It's so easy now. And being too comfortable, it's not good for the mind. You gotta challenge yourself. We weren't put on this life to be comfortable. Let's be honest. we were put in this life to go above and beyond and be the best version of ourselves we can be. And that's not really the message I'm seeing going out. Obviously, I see a lot of people doing it. I follow those people. And that's like my little circle. It's like my little circle. Because I want to be surrounded by that mentality. I don't want to be surrounded by people dancing on TikTok and thirst traps and this, that, the third. Hey, don't get me wrong. Do you. Get your money. I'm not here to judge. But for people that are stuck and want to move forward and want to be the best versions of themselves they can be, I really, really emphasize on just doing it. Just go. How long has this been? 15 minutes. I don't want to keep this going any longer than it has to. This is all top of the dome. Hopefully I can get a guest next episode. I got it. That one I have to plan. But as long as I keep doing an episode a week, we are straight. We are great. And yeah. So, moral of the story, take the E out of ego and just go. Okay? Okay. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. And just keep going. And smile too. Have a blessed day, guys. Adios.